Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. In the city of Anaheim, Latinos make up about a third of the voting age population, but there are no Latinos on the city council. In November, there's going to be a special election, and it's aimed at helping to make the ethnicity on the city council a little more representative of the city at large. And here to tell us more about that proposal, what you'll be deciding, is Lucille Kring, City Council Member. Thank you very much for being here.
Oh, my pleasure, Leslie. Good to see you again.
Now, the idea on the ballot in November is going to be about district elections.
Right.
What is a district election?
A district election is if you divide the city, let's say you divide the city into 6 districts, and you have to live in that district to vote, and you have to live in that district to run. So if there's 6 districts, 4 districts, however many they decide to do, then it's very complicated, because if you were to live in the west side of town and 3 or 4 people were running from that district, however, none of those people you felt connected with you or felt the way you did about certain things that would drive the city forward, you would be actually disenfranchised, because somebody that you wanted to vote for would live on the east side. Then you could not vote for that person. You are strictly limited to that one person. And actually 3 members of the community sued us a year and a half ago to go to districts because they said we violated the California Voter Rights Act. The population in Anaheim of all ages is 53+%, and at the time we had no Hispanics on the council, although we have had 4 in the past. And so they felt they were not represented. But it's a difference between being represented and being participating. In 2012, 12% of the Hispanic population participated in voting. And in the section, which would have been primarily a Hispanic district, Jordan Brandman, a white guy, won overwhelmingly. So it's just that they don't come out, they don't support it, they don't vote.
It begs the question, is deciding on race the best way to get the best representation as well? Now, this came about because of a lawsuit.
Absolutely.
Trying to get the best representation of everyone. You could argue that the concentrations, neighborhoods have specific interests and needs.
Absolutely.
And that if the council members are elected based on districts, that those needs will be carried out.
Well, not necessarily, because as the population of the Hispanics increases every year, then actually in 10 to 15 years they could control the whole council. But we have a very large population of East Indians. We have a very large Filipino population, and nobody is looking to them to see how they can be represented. I think all 5 of us on council feel that we ran citywide, we were elected citywide, and we believe in moving the whole city forward. When you get districts, basically you're polarizing the city, you're turning into a balkanized city, and people become very parochial. It's my district, I want to do what's right for my city. Well, you don't take the city budget and divide it into districts. The whole city budget moves the city forward. So let's say you are elected from one district and you want a fire station. This person wants a police station and I want a park. So the first year we all love you, we're all friends, you get your fire station. Next year something happens and we don't like each other, we're fighting. No park is built for me, no police station is built for that. You need to move the city forward.
Whatever the voters decide in November, will this be the end of the discussion? Will what they decide hold, or will there be further lawsuits concerning representation?
Well, these 3 plaintiffs can no longer sue because the settlement said they're done. Somebody else could come up. I can't see into the future, but I truly do not think districts will pass.
All right. Thank you very much,
You're
Lucille
welcome.
Kring, for explaining a little more about this.
You're very
to us.
welcome.
And glad you could join us. I'm Leslie Leyton.